What is going on, YouTube Nation? This is Dark Dividend. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. So, the month of May was a pretty good month for passive income, and I really can't complain with what I earned. Again, I need to start getting at that $3,000 mark. Not there yet. So, hopefully, next year or by the end of the year, I start making a $3,000 per month. That's going to be my goal, from now on. But again, my goal this year is to earn more in passive income than I did working as a exercise specialist or exercise physiologist. So that's my goal. It's it's obtainable. It's realistic. And I start a new career path. I'm transitioning from nurse to nurse practitioner. So I'm going to be busy. I'm going to actually have to work 5 days a week versus 3 12s. So, I'm going to miss working 3 12s, but I'm going to have to manage time. So, you're going to have to bear with me. Hopefully in July. I doubt it that I'll get my credentialing done, but we'll see. But to be honest with you, I'm very excited to build my dividend portfolio, reinvest my dividends. And with the Rex shares making some big moves, I would be really surprised if M1 Finance doesn't add these ETFs like, I could see them adding them extremely fast. So I'm going to conclude a few things. I mean, there's some things that need to be touched up on, but things are looking really nice. And we're almost at 200 shares of Realty Income or O stock. So I'm very excited for that. I use the income of Arbor Realty Trust to buy shares of Realty Income. So I'll show you how much I made and my strategy on E-Trade as well. So if you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Smash that like button. Let's check out my passive income earned right now. So we're going to start with TRPTC Energy Corporation. May 1st, I made 166 minus 25 cents. Again, that is a Canadian stock, so you're going to have to get a deduction or an adjustment. Verizon Communications 515, Garden Restaurant 606, UVV Universal Corporation 479, Lowe's 251, and they just announced a dividend hike. BITO, the ProShares Bitcoin ETF, 31 cents plus 216.81. XPay, the Roundhill S&P 500 Target 20 Managed Distribution ETF 1548. TSLP, the Kurv Yield Premium Strategy Tesla ETF 276.15. MSTY, MSTY, the YieldMax MSTR Option Income Strategy ETF 4035 plus 152. British American Tobacco 650. Hess Midstream 1476. Citizens Financial Group 2546, Enterprise Product Partners 3128, Kinder Morgan 124. Then we go to Hormel Foods, I made 867. Morgan Stanley, I made 673. One Oak, I made 1224. Omega Healthcare Investors, I made 409. AMZP, the Curve Yield Premium Strategy Amazon ETF 1968. Procter & Gamble 459, NNN REIT 2436, AbbVie 745, Costco 29 cents, One Main Holdings 4274, MPLX 2582, Energy Transfer 243, Hercules Capital 26 cents, and then 5 cents, and then 2360 and 413. Saratoga Investment Corp 1087, the SPY Neos S&P 500 ETF 1701, PLTY, the YieldMax Palantir Option Income Strategy ETF 3052, BTCI, the Neos Bitcoin High Income ETF 7112. And then GPTY, the YieldMax AI Tech Portfolio Option Income ETF 153. NVDY, the YieldMax NVDA Option Income Strategy ETF 1976. QQQI, the NASDAQ 100 High Income ETF 2184. LFGY, the YieldMax Crypto Industry and Tech Portfolio Option Income ETF 299. FBY, the YieldMax Meta Option Income Strategy ETF 1042. IWMI, the NEOS Russell 2000 High Income ETF 2022. Bank of Montreal 710 minus 107. Walmart, I earned my first dividend at 6 cents. Blue Owl Capital $4 plus 113. Conagra Brands 918. Beppy, I made 25.50. AIPI 7012. NFLP, the Kurv Yield Premium Strategy Netflix, I made 70.82. NFLY, the YieldMax NFLX Option Income Strategy ETF $9. GPTY, the YieldMax AI Tech Portfolio Option Income ETF 152. SEPI, I made 30.05. The LFGY, the YieldMax Crypto Industry and Tech Portfolio Option Income ETF 298. And Starbucks, I made $9.80. So we're going to go over a few things. I'm going to reveal to you how much I earned on M1 Finance. So in total, I was paid $1,283.38. So again, it says estimated, but again, I'm not going to conclude that because I know on 6/2, BITO is going to be distributing uh, its income, and honestly, it's looks around 99 cents. So I'm not going to include that with the payments for M1 Finance. I know sometimes M1 Finance is behind, but I can't really complain of $1,283.38. Now, needs to get up a little bit higher. This is kind of a weaker month for me. So I've been paid in certain months $2,630.78. Now that's when I had some of the YieldMax ETFs and sold them. I'm going to be buying some of the key ones. So hopefully I'll get back to the $2,000 mark, and all of that's going to be reinvested. If you look at some of my income I earned with NVDY and MSTY, it was pretty nice, 747.22. I also have PLTY, so hopefully that'll get things going to help turbocharge my dividend portfolio. So what I use with the YieldMax ETFs is ways to fund my dividend portfolio as I put money in and keep on feeding it. So I'm not even close to the point where I don't have to touch it anymore, and the dividends will take care of itself. I need to get to around probably 250,000 before I even start considering just putting the brakes on, just letting the reinvestment take care of itself. But I still need to put money in because I do believe that dividend growth stocks are going to be pretty strong. So that's one thing I really need to focus on. And if you look at BITO right here, its distribution, the dividend date is 6/2/2025. Okay, and its payable date is 6/6/2025. And it looks like it's not going to really round it. I'll just say it's at 99 cents right there. So again, a pretty good distribution of BITO with its announcement, which will be reinvested, of course, but it's doing pretty well. So I really can't complain about BITO and what it's done. And I'm going to show you the distribution on BITO and my E-Trade dividend portfolio. It was really nice as well. Now, with my E-Trade dividend portfolio, you can tell that Arbor Realty Trust is taking a hit, but BITO is up there. Realty Income, I'm at 194.64 shares. So you're going to see how much I earned with Arbor Realty Trust, and that will go into my dividend portfolio, which I'm not going to reinvest Arbor. I'm going back into Arbor. I'm going to reinvest it into Realty Income, and you'll see how much I earned and how much I'm putting into Realty Income. I'm very close to getting to that 200 share mark like I wanted to. So very excited for the change that possibly is going to happen. That way I don't have to allocate funds into just Realty Income. I can allocate the funds of Arbor into other things. So very excited for the distribution of Arbor to help turbocharge Realty Income to get to my goal of 200 shares. So that's very exciting. So I'm going to show you my income that I earned. So first, with the ProShares Bitcoin ETF, I made 203.73. Realty Income, I made 5201 that was reinvested into Realty Income. EPR Properties, I did not reinvest it into EPR Properties. So I used that in combination with Arbor Realty Trust to buy shares of O. Main Street Capital, I made $35, which was reinvested. In Arbor Realty Trust, I made $227.14. That income went into Realty Income. So I'm almost, with that investment, I'm extremely close. So I'll show you next week or Monday how close I am with Realty Income and getting to the point of getting to 200 shares of Realty Income. So there's a few things I want to touch up on and touch base on. Of course, I'm choking on my Starburst or my Starbucks coffee right now. So I'm trying to take breaks and do this video. So hopefully I'm not going to choke in the next section that I'm doing, because I feel pretty confident with these moves that I'm making with my dividend portfolio changes. Now, looking at my dividend portfolio, the allocation is going to take a little bit to go back to the dividend growth investing section. So, I have my options income ETFs, which are a little bit down. I have my dividend growth investing section right there, which is starting to grow. And I have the allocation at 25%. But I also have that section with, I call it energy sector stocks. And I moved Zim and another shipping company actually into that. So I want to show you the change I made. And there's actually some pretty good dividend growth stocks that I have included. So I have Chevron right there, which is a good dividend grower. I have Exxon, which is a really good dividend grower at 8%. One Oak, which is a really good dividend growth stock. ConocoPhillips, which is a pretty decent one. I have Enbridge at 7%, Energy Transfer at 7%, Enterprise Product Partners at 7%, BP at 6%, Hess Midstream at 6%, Kinder Morgan at 6%, Marathon Petroleum at 6%, MPLX at 6%, Shell at 6%, TCP Energy Corp. I have Zim and CMB Tech. So again, I want to add a little bit with the shipping. So I'm going to rename it energy sector and shipping. And some of these oil companies in the sector will help. Um, there's going to be a little bit of income targeting this area with my options income ETF. So I'm going to jump to that section real quick as well, because there's going to be some changes in allocation. So I have MSTY and PLTY here. So BITO, maybe I'll throw some money in each week into that. But with the options income ETFs, Rex and ProShares are a little bit down. Now, Rex Shares has made some big announcements. I'm going to be going over that soon. But, it looks like that there's the way it's looking at, and again, it takes a little bit for M1 Finance to fix stuff because it looks like, I'm taking a huge hit, but I'm in the positive with everything. So AIPI, FEPI, SEPI, they're doing pretty good. Then you got BITO right here, which is doing pretty good. But again, the BITO income is going to be focusing on MSTY and PLTY. I'm hoping MSTY and PLTY kind of turbocharge my dividend portfolio a little bit to start buying some stuff. So again, with this allocation, this is off. Okay, there's no way that I am down 70.81% long term wise with MSTY. If I was down 70.81%, I would never touch a YieldMax ETF again. So sometimes there's miscalculations with M1 Finance. The one thing I have a problem with M1 Finance as well is that they're really slow with adding ETFs, and you have to like bug them and message them to start adding holdings. So that's one thing that's really frustrating with some of these like some of these ETFs. It's like, what are you guys doing? They've didn't add some of the Kurv Yield ones, which is frustrating. And I really want to start earning that passive income with these ETFs. So again, that's the frustrating thing. They miscalculate certain things. They have estimated income, which is throwing things off too as well. So right here, if you look at M1 Finance right here, this throws things off as well. So you see this right here, it's still May. It says estimated 416.95, but I was actually paid $1,283. So again, I made a total of $1,843.47. So still a good month, but just be aware that estimated versus getting paid is a little different. So, you know, you have to be aware of some of the miscalculations that M1 Finance can do. Again, I want to be here getting paid this amount, 2,630. So I have ways to go. There are some financial sector stocks I'm thinking about dropping to help build my dividend portfolio with some of these YieldMax ETFs. I have to think about it. It might be a good decision, it might be a bad decision, but I'll reveal to you what I'll do. I'll probably rebuy them. Um, you know, I know that they're a little bit of a gain that's not tax loss harvesting, but hey, I need to turbocharge my dividend portfolio. If you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so not miss future videos. I will have a video for you tomorrow. Take care and have a good one, and I'm going to jump to my disclaimer. So as a reminder, this is a disclaimer. Do not use my YouTube channel for any form of financial advice. It's strictly for entertainment purposes only. Investing is a big risk. You can gain money, you can lose money. So be aware and do your due diligence. It is best to seek financial advice from a financial advisor. So go to a financial advisor for financial advice. Go to a tax advisor for tax advice. You should not buy things just because I buy things. Again, my situation is different from yours. I'm doing this for entertainment purposes only. You have to do your due diligence when it comes to investing because you can gain money, you can lose money. So again, I want to win with dividend growth stocks. I like appreciation with stocks like Lowe's. I'm using the high income ETFs and dividend stocks to buy dividend growth stocks to turbocharge my dividend portfolio. So take care and have a good one.